are bonded by the pursuit of the rush, the edge, the victory. These mighty emotions become a life of their own. Yet, nested inside this competitive manifesto is a powerful balance of the cutthroat requirement to win and the authentic celebration of pure brilliance. This is our strength. This is how we got here. This team of us. This is how we carve the future, own the glory, experience the rush. We share this power of we to inspire the power in you.
Welcome to the Dew Tour for the 12th season. The stated progression starts right here at the Dew Tour as we welcome you to Winter Dew Tour 2020. Mother Nature has graced us with a fresh blanket of some of the finest you'll find here in the Rocky Mountains, and the athletes are set to go. Full slate of activity today as the Slopestyle course will be the first to kick things off here in 2020. What a day it is, and we look forward to 4 days of amazing action here at Copper Mountain, Colorado, the new home of the Dew Tour, alongside the former world champion, four-time Dew Tour champion Tom Wallace. I am Todd Harris, the pride of the Berg, Pittsburgh, now residing in the 801 of Utah. Tom, how excited are you to be here at the Dew Tour, and what do you expect?
Wow, so excited. I'm so happy to be here in Copper, too. I mean, the course looks amazing. We got fresh snow, as you can see, and I think it's going to be a good day. If we can get everything going before it really starts to snow tonight, it's going to be excellent.
Copper Mountain being the new venue, moving over from Breckenridge, which we had a great run there, but it's now about Copper. And talk about a resort that absolutely loves these type of events. They host the Grand Prix, and this is a mountain that was founded in 72, home of Woodward, which we both know well, as Woodward just opened up in Park City.
Can't talk enough about Woodward. So cool, the terrain park stuff they're doing, the foam pits, the skateboarding, action sports mecca. It is a children's dream. I mean, I'm so jealous I didn't have that when I was growing up.
If I had to ask you, how far do you think we are from downtown Denver, what would be your guess?
I think I know the stat. Is it 75 miles?
75 miles exactly, door to door. That's an easy get.
Easy get.
Pop up the 70 and you are here at Copper Mountain, and we are so happy about the conditions that they've got. The folks here at Copper have rolled out the red carpet. The pipe here is beautiful, and that's not just a normal pipe, it's a modified super pipe. More on that, but let's talk about the course and what the athletes will be facing. First, we look at the weather. Snowfall 3 to 5. They're talking about feet in the forecast for the next few days.
I did see 1 to 3 feet predicted for the coming 3 days, 3 to 5 today, but I mean, the wind looks like it's not blowing. You can see we're going to keep an eye on the flags up there. As long as the wind's not blowing, this slopestyle course is going to go off. So keep an eye on the wind. That's the thing that's going to really give these athletes a lot of trouble. That 36-mile-an-hour gust, that is not what you want to be doing a double cork in.
Do not want to be launching the money booter at the bottom and then a big gust coming up the wind and hit you right in the face. We will keep an eye on that. We'll step aside. We are just getting started here. We've got the men's ski slopestyle qualifier. We've got 16 amazing athletes representing a variety of countries, and everyone trying to get one of those spots into the final 10-man field. But there's only 9 spots available. Why? Because the defending champion, Evan McEachran, he's already punched his ticket. He is in. So when we come back, we kick things off. We get the battle started for a spot in the final of the men's ski slopestyle.
What's it gonna take to win?
What it takes to win is kind of that like wow factor.
Yeah.
You come out on top because you just have sheer persistence and power.
Alex Furra has taken the win.
You have to have a kind of a no-care attitude.
Focus. You're really gonna have to put down a clean run, and it's gonna have to be perfection.
This is gonna make things interesting.
My strategy, try to do the craziest tricks you can do, land a run, and it's up to the judges.
1440 gets that job done.
I think it's gonna take some creativity. Maybe start with a trick you've never done because you haven't hit that feature ever before.
He's packing in some pretty heavy moves here.
At the end of the day, you got nothing to lose, so put it on the line and see what happens, I guess.
Whoa, that was crazy.
The key is making sure you're fearless.
Man, a gasser killed it.
Oh snap, I better get my shit together.
We have a new leader, ladies and gentlemen.
It's game time.
Welcome back to Copper Mountain as we kick off the 12th season of the Dew Tour here from Copper Mountain, Colorado. Todd Harris, Tom Wallace with you as we get set for the men's ski slopestyle qualifier. Tom, this is interesting. We talked about it before the break. There's 16 men. They're going to battle for 9 spots. Why 9? Because Evan McEachran, the defending champion, is already into the final. It's a dicey game to play because there's only 2 runs in the qualifier. So you could go out and be conservative on the first one and then lay down something beautiful in the second, or you could just lace it up first and get it done.
Yeah, a lot to talk about because really, they're qualifying for splitting it in half from 16 down to 9, and we got a lot of rail features, and because of the fresh snowfall, some of the jump tricks we might be seeing today are going to be a little bit like lower standard. We won't see like the big 1440s and 1620s. So up here on the rail section is where I expect these guys to stand out. We have 4 jib features into 3 jump features. So really it's going to be important for those guys to be getting to the end of all those rails, doing technical moves, and then doing the best they can on the jumps. When it snows, when it's windy, it brings the caliber of maybe like the big double cork and triple corks down, but the rails can still really go off. So looking forward to watching that.
As a 4-time Dew Tour champion, you know the importance of having a very smooth run top to finish. The rails carry the same amount of importance as the airs and the jumps, correct?
Exactly. The rails carry the same amount of weight, especially when there's 3 jumps today. We're getting a first-hand look at the jumps. Everything looks to be slipped and running smooth, even with that 3 to 5 inches of fresh snow. So yeah, 4 jibs, you're really going to get a majority of your score on the jibs, and then you got to get through those jumps with some quality tricks. But yeah, I mean, these guys are 9 spots. You still need to do a hard run. This is you can't just do a mellow run and get into the finals. It's going to be really tough, and I mean, talk about a real advantage for Evan McEachran, last season's winner. I mean, straight into finals, already going to be one of those top 10.
There you see the start list. Antoine Adelise will get in. Why is he going first? Well, he was an alternate. Colin Vili out of Switzerland, unable to go, so Adelise gets the last-minute call to get in. But look at the list. I mean, when you're finishing off with Alex Hall, and in that mix, you've got guys like Gus Kenworthy, you've got Colby Stevenson, Nick Gepper, 2-time Olympic medalist. The field is stacked.
Stacked. I mean, talk about Swiss guys like Andre Rigettli as well. I mean, yeah, Colby coming off 2 X Games medals, Alex Hall winning the Atlanta Big Air recently this year. I mean, so much talent in this field from all over the world. So competing for 9 spots, it's really going to come down to perfection. They need to land a really solid run. No bobbles. I don't want to see any hands touching the ground. I mean, it's going to need to be good.
And you've seen competitions in the past, especially coming off a big Grand Prix in Mammoth last week, where guys will have a bobble on the very first rail, and they'll just pull out and say, punch it to the bottom, because it's like they know, even with a bobble, that high of quality group of field, it's not going to get it done.
Yeah, when everybody's skiing so well and there's only those 9 spots, you really have to be just grade A on it. But I think with the rails and then the jump tricks coming down a little bit just because of the speed, everybody's going to be landing runs. I think this is going to be a tough one to judge. I'm happy to be sitting here with you and not sitting with the judges, because these guys have been skiing so well all season. This looks to be a great event.
Yeah, you talk about the field, you talk about the course. Now, the weather conditions is the one factor we cannot control. As we said, Mother Nature talking about bringing 3 to 4 feet into the high country here outside of Denver, but that's supposedly coming tomorrow. Visibility might be an issue as well. So I don't know if everyone's going to be rocking the Tom Wallace signature goggle, but what do you recommend today? Is it a clear lens? Is it yellow, high intensity? What do you?
I'd be going with the clear lens, but what helps so much is you're going to see out there the blue dye on the landing. So when it's white and snowy out, the blue dye actually makes a huge difference. Right. So the snow is white where you're landing, and the snow above you is white, and you lose yourself. But man, having that blue dye makes it so easy.
All right, well, we're getting set. We are just moments away from the start of the qualifier here at the 12th season of the Winter Dew Tour. Happy to be here at Copper Mountain. Happy to be alongside the 4-time Dew Tour champion. Also, he won a world championship back in 2013, Tom Wallace, as we get ready to roll from Copper Mountain, Colorado, and the men's ski slopestyle qualifier. Before we do that, let's check in with the hardest working man on the mountain, Jonathan Watkin. He also is better known as DC.
Tom Wallace, Todd Harris, very good morning to you. Happy Dew Tour. DC here up at the top of the slopestyle course, and what an amazing course we got out here. Word on the conditions out here. As you can see, is a little bit of weather. We got a crazy winter storm forecasted for the next 48 hours here in the northern Rocky Mountains. But speed, I'm hearing not too bad. It's the visibility that's causing issues right now. Dye lines were put out there this morning for some definition, but it's been snowing so hard, and it is coming down pretty good up here, that the dye lines have been getting covered up. So they're going to have to use the force out here this morning. We got professional athletes out here, so they know what to do. They're used to dealing with adverse conditions. It's a winter sport. Winter sometimes happens. But it's a very beautiful morning. What an amazing course out here, and happy detour, gentlemen.
Thank you, DC. More from you as we progress throughout the competition. I like that. Happy Dew Tour. It's like Happy New Year, Happy Valentine's Day, Merry Christmas, Happy Dew Tour. As the 12th season rolls on from Copper Mountain, Colorado, when we come back, we are close to dropping the flag, and the qualifier will be underway. 9 men will be moving on to the final. Who will they be? We will find out when we come back to beautiful Copper Mountain, Colorado. Beautiful day in Copper Mountain, Colorado, as we take a look at the start list for the men's ski slopestyle qualifier, which is just moments away from kicking off. Antoine Adelis of France will start things. Alex Hall will be the last man to go. You see 16 very talented and accomplished skiers there. We got to cut the field down to 9. 9 because we're going to have a 10-man final. Do the math with your abacus. Evan McEachran's already in as the defending champion. So as I turn to my colleague, esteemed colleague, Tom Wallace, if you had to cut that field right now, could you find 9 guys that you would feel confident, these are my 9 guys, or is it so wide open it's like, I can't?
I think it's pretty wide open, especially with the weather. So depending on what these guys bring out on the jumps today, it's really going to make or break it. We're looking at a little footage from practice and a lot of smaller spins going down. So we might see some 900s, some smaller spins compared to the 1260s and 1440s that we're used to seeing from these guys. But I mean, somebody like Alex Hall, I mean, he's an American, he's big, he weighs enough to get over these jumps, even in the adverse conditions. I'm going to look for him and guys like Nick Gepper to have good days still. I think the guys that, you got the good wax on the skis, they're still going to be throwing down.
With this kind of weather, Tom, what do you think is going to be the most perilous area? Will it be the rail sections or will it be the kickers?
Definitely going to be the kickers. So even with the blue dye, it's hard to see, and these guys are going to be tough to get over those jumps.
So there you see the very start and the first rail section they will hit, and those rails are buffered. They are so slick. Let's listen if we can on this athletes meeting.
They're figuring out TV right now and stuff like this, but yeah.
Like if I do, but I don't want to say yes if it
And Tom, you know exactly what's going on here, don't you?
Yeah, so right now they're talking it over. What's so cool about all these events is taking the athlete's opinion and safety into consideration. So looks like they're discussing kind of the conditions, the course conditions, whether or not the speed is there, and just trying to figure out if this works. Because, I mean, we love the snow, us as skiers. We love when it snows, but for an event like this, you don't want it snowing upwards of a foot or two of snow throughout the day. So we've already got 3 to 5 inches coming, and then a little bit of wind. So I think they're just kind of having an in-depth discussion on the course, this sort of condition, and how it's gonna run.
In the words of Alanis Morissette, isn't it ironic that skiers would really not have snow today? They'd prefer no snow maybe for the next hour and a half.
Yeah, and we always make a joke that when you want to have it snow, host a slopestyle event. When you don't need snow, if you're like, oh, the resort really needs snow, we'll just host an event. It's definitely going to snow on us then. But no, I mean, I think it's still a beautiful day. Great day for riding. Just when you need speed to get over the jumps, or you need to get into the half pipe, and you need to get air, it's not as fast. The snow slows things down, which is still fun to ride, but not great for slopestyle events.
But it will be the great equalizer because everyone will have similar conditions. So you can't say, oh, during my run it was 2 feet of fresh pow and you got nice groomers.
Yeah. No, so definitely an equalizer. And right now it looks like those guys are going maybe into the athlete kind of warming tent up there. So we'll see what's
They're
happening.
going to discuss it over with the judges, with the jury. They're going to say, do we feel good about going? Safety, obviously, the very most important thing, but they all want to be kind of in a general consensus that, yeah, it's a good time to go. Let's get it running. I would not be surprised if they run the first run. So it's 2 runs. Your best run counts, and that's how we will whittle the field from 16 down to 9 with Evan McEachran already into the final. I wouldn't be surprised if they run that first run and then get feedback from the skiers as they come down and say, it's too much snow, we can't get over those big kickers.
Yeah, at least sending some athletes down and getting some feedback and watching them. Like, are they even clearing the jump? So if these guys aren't making it over the knuckle, we say, so the sort of top of the landing and making it to the landing, it hurts if you don't make it to the landing. So if there's not enough speed to do that, then something we're going to have to talk about and postpone. But if they have enough speed to get over the jump all the way to the landing, then we're gonna let it run.
So you see that distance right there. They've got to be able to clear that with the speed, and that's the discussion going on right now. When we come back, hopefully the jury will be out, and we will be set to roll with the men's ski slopestyle qualifier here at beautiful Copper Mountain, Colorado. This is the Dew Tour.
Dew Tour is brought to you by Mountain Dew. Do the Dew. Toyota. Let's go places. Circle K. Take it easy. Bumble. Make the first move.
I don't know. I mean, we just kind of stay up here, so I never really realized any of it. But after the Olympics, I wasn't back here for so long just because I was traveling so much. And then probably wasn't like, didn't come back here until like next year at Dew Tour or something. So yeah, it's really cool seeing people, you know, like actually that watch snowboarding and all that. And we're hyped on it, you know, and probably, yeah, it's cool. Thanks for having us.
Seeing one of your Facebook posts and all over the world. I mean, that just must be
Thank you.
Overwhelming.
It is a little overwhelming, but it's good to be home. Thank you for, thanks for, you know,
I assume it's cash.
grab your fork and knife. What do you want to eat? Eggs?
Or I guess.
Bacon? The bacon looks good. Potatoes? Look, there's waffles. Are you doing any syrup or no? Orange juice or anything? I'm gonna do some orange juice. Yeah, it's for the women's high school basketball team. Yeah, I think, well, it's just like Summit County. It's all one big high school. But my mom and my parents just reminded me of this one yesterday, so I thought it'd be cool to bring everyone here. Yeah, I think maybe go check out the backyard, see how it's filling in, and then probably just make our way on over to Copper, go ride for a little. Oh, thank you so much. Appreciate that. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you for coming.
Yeah, see you later. Thank you guys so much. Have a good one.
I hope you enjoyed your breakfast.
Oh, it was awesome. Yeah, it was great. Oh yeah, bacon was great. What, is there a little maple syrup on there or something? I'm gonna have to start coming here a lot more to find that out.
Do so.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, Joy was probably pitched to us like a little over a year ago now, I guess. It was like mainly like Aaron Blatt and Ben Ferguson and Sage like wanted to do a movie together, and I was lucky enough they offered me to go snowboarding with them. It was really cool. It was awesome. I wish I almost wasn't doing as many contests so I could have focused a little more on it, but when I did, it was really cool. And those guys were so motivated and like just wanted to like go so insane in the backcountry. It was really cool to watch.
Merle.
Asher, go grab your dog.
Give him a treat or something.
We're gonna set up Asher's board, and then I'm gonna put my bindings on my board. Haley got Asher some new bindings though. I like, especially early season right now, it's so nice to be back here and like just have a place where you can, yeah, you call home and like you can be here for the next 2 months while, you know, early season is going on and the contests start up. It's pretty awesome to be here and just kind of chill and go to the mountain whenever you want and be on your own program and not someone else's, which can be really nice when you're almost always on someone else's program like the rest of the year. You're just kind of like, not really like told where to go, but suggested where to go, and it's just like you're kind of on that program once that's happening, which is fun, but again, it can be cool to have your own like opinion and all that on things. All right, I'll go get dressed real quick, maybe. Yeah, probably one trophy that stands out for me is probably this one. I just think it's cool. It looks cool. Yeah, it's from the Open. And then this is from the team challenge, actually. Burton gave it to me, which I was psyched about. This is the one I think I like qualified for the Olympics from this Grand Prix. And it's like a big wave challenge in Bend over here, the 40 Merrill Invitational. It's when I won the overall at the World Cup. Third place at Christchurch, some other Olympic thing that I won that they gave me. I don't know, I guess last year at the US Open, me and my buddy Brock like just saw Ben Ferguson snowboard and we were like just looking around, I don't know, and just snapped it for some reason, just broke it, I don't know, and he was like, he was pissed, but he was chill about it. And then later that night, he found my trophy and we were staying at this like, at the Burton Hotel house thing in Vail, and like there's like this perfect spot you can jump off the balcony. They hate when you do it, but you can, and it goes right into like a 10-foot deep pool. And I guess late night, he just chucked that on off of there, and I like woke up in the morning, and I guess my brother jumped it like 4 hours later, like late, like 5 a.m. he jumped in and got it, but I gotta respect that. Gotta respect that. I mean, I broke his damn snowboard, so.
Booting up soon?
I'm booting up. I think my boots are still wet from the indoor, and they smell like shit. No, I don't travel with anything though, other than like just clothes and stuff, I'm pretty sure. Oh, this is kind of sick though. I travel with this in the HDMI cord because I have like an iPad and we just pop some movies off there. That's nice. The backyard kind of came to be. My parents moved here maybe in 2013, and like one of the first things my brother said while we were rolling up is like this hill just looked perfect for a couple rails and stuff. And every year since, it just kind of got, you know, better and better, more rails and whatnot. And then the rope tow got added, and then we had a few upgrades on top of that. Yeah, the evolution of the rope tow has been kind of pretty cool to see. We started out with a little Honda 50. That thing was on its way out. I don't even think it had another year in it. And then from there we went to a little electric rope tow that looked a lot like this, but it could barely hold like 1 or 2 people. So we upgraded, and now I think this thing's just a full-on motor. You just plug it into the wall though and flip the switch and it runs nice. Every once in a while we have to like tighten up the rope because it'll get kind of slacky like it is right now, but it's pretty easy. You just go down there and pull on the rope a little. When this place is like, when it's actually full of snow and like we have a good snowpack in the backyard, we really don't leave the house too much. We kind of just hang out in the basement, me and all my buddies, and then ride the backyard for a while usually. But the thing is, it's like a while is like an hour. You get like so many laps on the rope tow. Make our way down to Chipotle, come back, hang out for a while, watch the football games or whatever's on, and then we'll do like a night session or something, or like a, you know, right before it gets dark. But yeah, once we get more snow, it's pretty fun to ride. It's like classic down bar. It's probably my favorite rail, I'd have to say. This whole line right here, like a drop rail right here, down, flat down over there. So this one, these are like old horse fence rails from the house. This one's from an event that used to happen in Denver actually, called Snowboard on the Block, and they just gave us these rails actually after they were done with them, which is really nice. Yeah, there's like 2 of those long down bars, which is cool. And then we have like a whole rail garden over there just full of some like junk and stuff. But yeah, a little up bar right here, and then we get down into some animals down here. These are there's chickens back there, some goats right here. Last time I've been here, we've got a few more for sure. We got like a billy goat, I see now. But yeah, they're pretty chill. They're freakish though. Like when we ride our dirt bikes by them and stuff, they get like all scared and stuff. The chickens are sweet. That's where we get all of our eggs from, which is really nice. My older sister Tegan, she's a professional food blogger. She's been like named, I guess, #1 food blogger like 3 or 4 years in a row now or something. She's made 2 books that are doing pretty well for sure. But yeah, this is where she works out of and does everything like that. She's kind of got everything that you could ever want. Makes mean cocktails. That's our night ritual. This is like, this is seriously where we hang out. Like every night we go basement to snowboarding to Chipotle, and then come down here. Yeah, just my sister's barn here, but I think we're gonna go back up to the house, get ready, head on over to Copper. Yeah. Did he just say a 20 flat 20? Let me see this.
My God.
Dude, that could not. He literally bounced to the tranny. Was he? So is he okay or no?
I don't know. Like I think he's all right. I think he's.
Dude, that was the gnarliest bail I've seen in a while. On our way to Copper, gotta fill the tummy with a little Whole Foods, maybe smoothie, maybe a cayenne pepper drink actually. But yeah, just gonna fill the stomach before we go out and board, afternoon style. No thank you. Do you guys have any hot sauce here, you know? Yeah. Alright, yeah, we can just go right around the chairs. I gotta hit a piss. Why would it be? Good stuff. Go run up, take a few laps, maybe a little more, you never know. But looks fun out. The sun kind of came out, which is dope, so. Here, oh, you want me to clip it? Here, you can carry that now, huh? Everywhere I walk, I'm just getting mosh pitted by you guys. It's such an L. Okay, we parked here probably 7 times this year and haven't got one, so that's weird.
Can't believe I'm doing that.
Yeah, we just got done boarding at Copper, came over to Woodward Copper to watch some skateboarding, maybe do a little skateboarding. But yeah, this place is pretty insane. It's fun to come here and watch. sick until I bodied myself. It actually felt so good too. I was like, shit. I don't know how skateboards just slam super hard. Like, that's all I got for me. And then I fall and I'm done.
How long are you going to be riding at Copper?
I leave this Thursday, but I'll probably come here again tomorrow and the next day. So yeah, I'll see you guys out there probably.
Yeah. Yeah, later. Nice to meet you.
Yeah, nice to meet you too.
See ya.
Yeah, later.
Alright, I'm gonna go. Hey.
Hi.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well. Just got done with the day, started at the house, checked out the property, made our way over to Copper and Woodward Copper, but I think we got a Sunday night game on, so.
And there is a day in the life of Olympic gold medalist Red Gerard. Our thanks to Red and his family for opening up the homestead. And for the folks here at Copper Mountain, Red's backyard is a thing of beauty. Well, the good news is the snowboarding competition and ski competition will happen eventually. But today, they have been postponed due to weather. So that means the men's ski slopestyle qualifier and the snowboard slopestyle qualifier will be postponed. Tom, it just became a situation of just too much snow, a little too much wind, and not enough speed for these athletes, and they didn't want to risk injury.
Yeah, so safety first always, which is so cool. Treating these athletes with respect and making sure it's a safe kind of competition venue. So a little too much snow, a little too much wind for those jumps. That's what we were talking about. And if you can't get over the jumps, you can't hold a slopestyle competition. So we are postponing, but lots of good things to come.
However, at 12:15, Ski and Snowboard Team Challenge should be going down, so that's something to look forward to here at Copper Mountain as the Dew Tour takes a momentary postponement and lets Mother Nature do her thing. It's going to make for a great weekend of competition because all the fresh snow is going to get groomed, buffed out. Saturday and Sunday, Tom, should be absolutely epic here at Copper.
Yeah, definitely. And the team challenge looks to be super fun to watch. I love the fact that we've got women involved this year. We've got 3 different ski brands. So the ski brands competing in all 3 venues, which is awesome to see. Everything in addition, we have Streetstyle involved now. So rails, jumps, modified Superpipe. It's just going to be a back-to-back sort of melee of ski and snowboard.
And the big emphasis this year, we're bringing the ladies in.
Yeah.
And there are so many good great women here that are so talented. It's about time we put the spotlight on them.
Yeah, and really cool to have the men and women together. Like to have the team challenge brings not only athletes that are maybe more rail guys that are in street style, but the women, the guys, everybody competing together for their ski brand or their snowboard brand. And it's just like a camaraderie thing. I think that one's going to be very, very fun to watch and just very exciting to kind of be a part of and make light of ski and snowboard and just kind of have fun with it.
Key word there being fun. There was a rumor floating around on Twitter and Instagram that Tom Wallace was going to come out of retirement and drop in and make a run and win this thing in just that first run and qualify.
Well, seeing the postponement, I was like, you guys need me to come up there and take a couple runs? I probably would have came up short on the jumps. I'd be in the cart getting carted down.
All kidding aside, when you go off one of those big kickers at the bottom, we're talking some serious distance, and it's flat. So if you come off 15, 20 feet, so jumping out of a 2-story window on a flat ground, the knees...
Yeah, these knees, these 32-year-old knees don't handle at that anymore. But yeah, these jumps are 60, 70 feet, and that's just to the knuckle, so just to get it over. Where the athletes would love to land is probably upwards of 80 to 90 feet. So when the snow's like this and the wind's like that, you just can't quite get over it. So, hey, safety first. We will get it done at some point.
All right, the athletes have spoken. Once again, postponement for both the men's ski slopestyle qualifier and the men's snowboard slopestyle qualifier because of wind. There you see it gusting up there, gusts up to 35 miles an hour and just a little too much snow. But at 12:15, ski and snowboard team challenge should be going down. You will be just amazed on what they are able to do as the athletes regroup and we come back at 12:15. It's the 12th year of the Dew Tour. The Dew Tour comes to Copper Mountain, Colorado.
We are bonded by the pursuit of the rush, the edge, the victory. These mighty emotions become a life of their own. Yet, nested inside this competitive manifesto is a powerful balance of the cutthroat requirement to win and the authentic celebration of peer brilliance. This is our strength. This is how we got here. This team of us. This is how we carve the future, own the glory, experience the rush. We share this power of we to inspire the power in you. Dew Tour is brought to you by Mountain Dew. Do the Dew. Toyota. Let's go places. Safeway. Fresh foods, local flavors.